It is really one of the saddest of all my comedies. So if you feel inclined to laugh, that's okay. And if not, that's okay, don't.
Excuse me.
Well, hi, can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to make a return.
Was there something wrong with the item?
Well, I bought it here last week, and when I opened it, I saw that it had a scratch mark on it.
Oh, you opened it.
Yeah?
Sorry, once you've opened a sealed item, it's no longer returnable.
But it had a scratch mark on it.
I'm sorry. You opened it.
What were your aims when you set out to make Dark Horse?
Well, I tell you, I didn't know what I was doing at first. I knew I didn't want any controversial subject matter or taboos for which a lot of my films had gotten a lot of attention. I felt it a bit of a burden, and it just would have felt a little tired and even cliched to continue along that path. And so I wanted to approach this as a simple boy meets girl story. And from that came this, which turns out to be something of I suppose, a response, an alternative, let's say, to the man-child genre as epitomized by the Judd Apatow films and many television TV shows.
Where did the man-child come from, the kidult? Because, say, 30 years ago, I think these people didn't really exist.
But now they're everywhere, isn't that true? I mean, I think it's in any secular, prosperous, consumerist democracy, you're going to find this phenomenon. In Japanese, they have a word for it, otaku. It is a kind of infantilization of men, not so young men as well, obsessed with video games and CDs and DVD collecting. This is a character who, of course, dramatizes that question of when you own a collection and at what point the collection owns you, and it becomes a kind of pathology.
Well, it was really nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that I could call you?
Sure.
Do you have a pen?
Sorry.
Oh, hey. Actually, I can just punch you directly into my cell.
Oh, great.
Go ahead.
I can give you my work number.
That's cool.
Actually...
I mean, home is fine, too, or cell phone, either way.
What made Jordan Gebler right for the part of Abe for you?
Jordan had auditioned for me on a previous movie, and I saw him in a play of Mike Lee's in New York, and I thought he would be most appropriate for the part. There aren't any well-known celebrities and so forth, well-known actors that were suitable for the part, and so if Jordan were here, I mean, he would tell you he already is 70% that character.
Did you finish the spreadsheets?
I'm on top of it, Dad.
I need them done by Monday morning.
I know. I said I'm on top of it.
Need a hand?
Thanks, Marie, but really, I can deal with this on my own.
You've been making movies now for over 20 years. How has the environment changed for filmmakers in that period?
Well, it's always been difficult working outside of the studio system, but now it's harder than ever because the audience simply has shrunk. The competition from cable television with its 1,000 channels, the internet, the streaming, the downloading, the piracy, etc., have certainly altered what is possible in the marketplace, and filmmakers like myself are the ones who most suffer. the studios are still doing quite nicely, notwithstanding. So I do believe because of the technology and it's much more accessible, the idea of making a feature, and I think that so many young people will be able to make features, and there will be some interesting work that will continue to come from that. However, the budgets will have to be smaller, and there is a kind of saturation in the marketplace that makes it that much more difficult to get someone's attention.